the joke was having a potato camera. And of course, if it's like, wow, this girl has a potato camera and she's somehow popular, and you look at her going, well, that is an atypically attractive woman. I wonder why she's popular. And the joke would be she'd continue with a potato camera because, I mean, it's a funding thing. This is before people were like giving out money on the internet for no reason. And one of the I don't know, I want to call it a myth. So one of the myths is that you really don't need excellent anything. You don't need good equipment. You don't really need to know what you're doing. You just start, and that's where you begin. But there's this trap that goes, well, I shouldn't start yet because, well, I need the right mic. I need the right, like, oh, my chair is kind of ratty, and oh, my room is this, and oh, and it's just on and on and on. And each one of these things represents a new research project. It might involve a significant amount of work. Like if you're like, well, that shelf is crooked, I need to I need to jimmy it up over here, or I need to rebuild this, or I need to move the shelf. And that represents work, and that represents time. And if you keep thinking about buying this or that, it represents a lot of money. So the argument is, well, you just start with what you have. And I mean, that's true enough. That's true enough. But the level of competition that exists out there now is such that first impressions end up being too important. So, for example, I might be more interesting than the next guy, but the next guy might have excellent title cards on Twitch, or might have a floating head, or might have a video game in the background. And that might make all the difference, right? So if I have to sit here and like zone out and play Okami, which I would love to do, we couldn't upload the footage. We would find a way to crop out just my head or something like that. Or, I mean, we couldn't monetize that, which would be important later. Maybe pulling clips out would be important. Maybe. Like, I'm not sure. But maybe doing a lot of these adjustments, it's effort, it's time. So technically time is money, depending on how you make your money. So there's a lot of stuff that needs to be part of the 80% to figure out how to improve all of this stuff everywhere. Like, we should probably talk about it, but having a decent description in Twitch is kind of important. So there's a lure to having to basically throw money down a sinkhole to solve certain problems that aren't actually that important. And there are things to identify that would require effort or research or time to actually get right. And I think those are going to be an incredible return on investment.